This message is specific, so whatever doesn't resonate, leave what does and take what does. Is for a musician out there or someone of song. If you really love music, yeah, and you have song in your heart, and you're just a good person and upbeat, this message is meant for you. If it came across your screen, it's meant to be. So let's see what energies we're dealing with today. Let's see what energies we're dealing with today. So if you're a person of song, yeah, this is meant for you. Like, if you love music, if you can relate to it, if you get channeled messages through it, or if you're a musician, this song was meant for you, and you'll know if it's for you. And it's meant to be if it came across your screen, most likely. So take what resonates and what doesn't. Please leave for the next collective. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for your cooperation. So we're going to start with the runes and the dice here, see what energies that we're pretty much dealing with. Ooh, we're female and of rebirthing of Capricorn, and that rules Sagittarius, that rules Jupiter, and also in the sixth house of keeping a clean home, and Aries having energy, Capricorn hard work and responsibility and discipline, which also rules Saturn. So yes, a female energy. Welcome, welcome. Yes, female energy, Capricorn, also a family, confident in their, like how their family looks at them. And then in Capricorn energy of being very hardworking, self-sufficient, stubborn. I feel shy, but self-disciplined, very hardworking, and super ambitious, you guys. So, yes. Let's see about the runes. Okay, we're also dealing with, fertility energy, which came up, luck and wealth, meaning wealth, okay? And this cute little bow tie guy is humanity, culture, awareness, society, man, meaning man. So there could be a masculine here too as well. Welcome, welcome. If you're new to the channel, I'm your gal, I'm your only pal. I'm here when you need a shoulder to cry on. There's 3 years of content. And it's free. All you have to do is subscribe, like, and share, and push the alt button. And I'll be there and you'll know my lives, and you don't want to miss my posts either. But I post the moon energies of, like a horoscope of all energies. So join the channel. Love to have you part of this family, this soul vibing tribe. Thank you guys so much, and I appreciate each and every one of you, from my #1 subscriber to my newest subscriber to all my old viewers and all my new viewers. Thank you so much. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers, and so that I can do giveaways and smaller readings and stuff like that. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. So let's throw the dice some more and see. Leo energy in the 4th house of friends. Aquarius energy, I feel like in the mountains or in the waves, by the water somewhere. This is the 6th house of home. And then Neptune, which Pisces rules Neptune. So that's intuition, instinct, ideas, spirituality, I feel like, this dreamer, imagination. This hardworking Capricorn that does extra to ensure that he puts his best foot forward, this Manning. Yes, definitely. Of leadership. Look, of leadership. Aries having so much energy, being the best at what you do. Also 10. Also in the 10th house of how the public looks at you, if you're a public figure or if you're a celebrity, in Leo, and masculine and feminine too. Feminine and Leo, masculine. Cool, welcome guys. All right, we got like a group in Pisces and nurturing wealth, having this energy of starting over in the 9th house, this Libra energy of being balanced in the 10th house of how everybody looks at you, which we really shouldn't care, but first impressions are everything. And a good name is, if you want to leave a good legacy and want people to be reminded of you, ooh, look at this. This is like prosperity right here. Definitely prosperity. This is like defense, passion, force, power, protection, meaning giant, like you're going to be going over some kind of like huge giant hole or having to defeat some giant. And also, protection, independence, definitely a protection. So this is such, you could be Generation Z. Your name could have a Z in it. More from the runes. Ooh, okay, so we've got awakening, a transformation, a balance, a point, a breakthrough. Like something to do during the day. This thing, okay? And then over here we have, of course, comfort, property, pleasure, joy. It means yin, so feminine energies, okay? Passive feminine energies as well. So that's what we're dealing with on the divination spectrum. How's everybody doing? Good, good, good. Affirm with me today as we're in self-expression and speaking our truth. My heart center, my 4th chakra is open to its perfect, healthy, and joyful state. My 4th chakra is open to its perfect, healthy, and joyful state. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's go on with the tarot. Let's see what this has for you. Let's see what this brings. Please adjust the volume from your end. All right, so we have Leo energy. I feel like in the King of Swords position, or the traits of the King of Swords, of truth, of being firm. Also standing for Aquarius energy, and if the 6 of Swords comes out, it's also confirming the Knight of Swords, or the King of Swords, and Gemini energy. of the Lovers. Also, if the Four of Swords comes out, that confirms the Lovers too. We are in Pisces over here. Moon energy. I feel a full moon's coming too. Yes, full moon in Pisces. Maybe this is, about your strength, about your core value. Yeah, about your integrity, about finding real love. Yeah, and truth. Someone of strength. Someone who's been through it. Yeah. Let me see here. The Queen of Wands. Okay, she's also standing for Leo energy of the sun, and maybe ego or cognitive mind, and as far as the Queen of Wands being also Sagittarius, Aries energy. And so this lady is you are definitely a psychic, definitely. So, yes, and you're very beautiful. Look, this guy, okay, this guy is actually looking at what he does have, and being grateful for it. Being heartbroken before, he wouldn't want to do that to anybody. The Knight of Swords, determination. Yeah, definitely determination, and also all the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, which is Aquarius energy up here with the King of Swords. So, and this is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is good news coming. Good news of money coming, I feel. You've been struggling and you're like, yeah, right, I'll believe it when I see it. This Queen of Wands, I get it. I feel more Empress energy or Priestess energy, like, look, in the Nine of Wands, what was I saying? I was just predicting that, the Nine of Wands, okay? In Sagittarius, and if the Queen of Pentacles comes out, that's why. Okay, and the chariot, okay, of the High Priestess, what was I saying? This is I feel you're a High Priestess, so this is confirming that you are. And the Priestess and the Empress has yet to come out, which are all the queens in the deck. And her first trait is this Queen of Wands, which is intuition, kindness, love, loyalty, respect, honor, beauty. Look, the Hangman. This is all perspective. I feel like you're being too pessimistic, okay, when it comes to self-love and perseverance and strength. And the King of Swords, which could be pessimistic. Let's see what else. Okay, so the Knight of Cups. This person is really serious about you. This and this is really serious about your Pentacles. So you should be more optimistic. I know you felt left in the dark about all of this. Okay, feeling like you should be royal when you're not, and, High Priestess, I understand. It's gonna be okay. Also, yes, and the Seven of Cups. So this is lies becoming the truth, and also having many options. Okay, so Definitely from Scorpio to Libra energy in between. All right, of the King of Wands. And this is the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords, if the Two of Swords comes out, then that's just confirming, what was it, the Knight of Swords, which already came out. I believe her. And then reverse, didn't it? No, there it is. Yeah, and having a negative perspective. Do not have a negative perspective. That's the whole thing. Look, you are worth it. You're worth more than the shit talk. Okay, this is not no more of the shit talk. People around you, they're not for you. Yes, you got to be greedy with yourself and your self-time. Okay, and having these many options, I mean, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Always doing the right thing always pays off to do the right thing. Yeah, so the Empress, what was I saying coming out? The Empress, okay, Virgo. Virgo, I'm feeling more, and then Capricorn, Taurus energy. Maybe feeling greedy in the fact that they don't want to share it. And they want all your time. Watch the Priestess come out. What was I saying about Virgo and the Hermit? Yes, and this is the Eight of Cups. So basically, I feel like you would walk away from these emotions that you have for somebody. You would, but you'll have a hard time doing it. Like it's almost impossible. Hermit, Virgo energy. You're not self-enlightening. You are not alone. If you're a female Virgo. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles, okay? See, also the traits. You have the traits to run a business. You have the traits. You're very savvy. You're very smart. You have experience in running a business, Empress. Eco-friendly. I feel like you're very eco-friendly, and it's very important to you. This Queen of Wands. Look, the Capricorn over here. Okay, so the Capricorn is the one that is not alone. Okay, and he wants you to do whatever you want to do, basically, and whatever you want, it'll happen because you have the power to manifest. What was I saying about the Four of Swords as well? Okay, the Four of Swords, proving the Lovers, which haven't come out, or the King of Swords yet, but it will. So yeah, needing rest. I felt both this Queen of Pentacles, this Capricorn Queen of Pentacles needs rest. Or if you're masculine, you could be very in tune with your feminine side. You have an important decision to make when it comes to the Queen of Cups. Look, the Empress and the Priestess are like the top. And the Priestess is going to show itself because the Chariot came out of royalties. But you have also, you or your person, has the Queen of Cups attributes, which basically this woman gives her full heart. And she doesn't hold back anything. When she gives something, she gives it and doesn't want it back or mentions it or anything like that. Okay, so this is a really good woman, Virgo energy. And what was I saying about passive Virgo energy? Very generous. Look, air energies of Aquarius, You could be a star. I don't know why I just said that, but yes, you could be a star. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Also proving the Lover's card. Okay, this Queen of Cups, which is the Empress, which is the priestess, pretty much. Look, not celebrating. You should be celebrating, but you're not. I feel like you need rest. You should be celebrating, but you're not. And you definitely need rest, should be a priority. And you're generous, very generous person. When it comes to what you have and what you are and who you are, you know. And, yeah, with this Queen of Cups, you're very generous. That's just proving. And this is, yeah, the Three of Pentacles. So this is also a wise investment made, but I feel like you're juggling because of it. Finances. Let's see. Seven of Swords. Okay, so we have someone trying to take what? Maybe the credit, or maybe ruin your name. That's what. You know, that's the shit talking bullshit over here. I feel like they calmed down from it. Yes, this Two of Pentacles, this person is balanced. Balanced. Okay. Could be Libra, but they're balanced. And they didn't want you to have any pentacles. Look, they talk so much shit about you. Everybody hates you. You know, nobody loves you, kind of a thing. I'm sorry for that. Very sorry. Two of Cups. But look, it led you or is leading you to a new romantic relationship. Okay. High Priestess of the Chariot of royalty. Romance, exactly. Royalty, romance, ultimate fulfillment because of one good idea. One good thought made into reality. From a Libra, look, Justice. Yes. Yes. And that's where you are in the present. But I feel like you lost these things all these resources along the way. And so you're trying to gain them back or start over. The King of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Two of Wands. Look at this. Yeah, the King of Materialism. Basically proving Aries of Empress, Emperor, or a marriage. Page of Pentacles, or Taurus. The Hierophant. Okay, yeah. So, also Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy. Yes. Partnership with the King of Pentacles. That fills you, you know what I mean? Page of Wands. Okay. Coming with good news. A messenger. To you. Empress. Priestess. The Two of Wands have to make a decision when it comes to this romance. I didn't know this was going to be a love reading. Look, what was I saying about the High Priestess? What was I saying about the High Priestess? Okay, coming out, and I feel like this person wants to maybe demote you or doesn't look at you or treat you as the High Priestess as you should or would, But if you want to give him a chance, there's a possibility that he could. So, what was I telling you? High Priestess with the Chariot over here. And the Two of Cups. Okay? With this romance. And then the Wheel of Fortune. So this is good health. Like your health is getting better. I feel like your health was really bad. Maybe you almost died. But now your health is getting better. In confirmation, and you're doing better, and you just got to keep on the right track and just keep on knowing, this is more than just money. This is God's riches, the favor of the universe, the favor of God. And if the 10 of Pentacles come out in the 9 of Pentacles, that's money. High Priestess, you are justice. You're balanced with the 2 of Pentacles above it, proving balance of justice, air energy with the Page of Swords here. You are the one getting better. High Priestess is now a Libra. A humble Libra at that. Yes. A humble Libra at that. So this is God's his favor for you because you were so humble and obedient in the first place, and that's why you're going to have a fortune, and that's why I feel like you're vulnerable, and your vulnerability, God is going to get you to your fortune. And haters, not just that, but the 8 of Wands. Haters, okay, with people maybe wanting to be you. And then the 8 of Wands of things happening fast, High Priestess, when it comes to this Wheel of Fortune. Yes. Seven of Pentacles, look, because of all this studies and homework that you did, High Priestess, is fortune. When you were poor and you knew it, and you were trying to create financial freedom with the Wheel of Fortune here. It's just being recognized, I think, recognition. Recognized in the 5th house. That's what that was. Recognition in the 5th house. This is the truth. Oh, wait. Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. So maybe you don't have so many haters, but you do. I feel like, and you're not just a Leo. There's other energies here. Collective reading. But these are all lies because it flipped out over here. So yeah, everything that was said was a lie in the past. But that's in the past. We're now in the future, or in the present, and working towards the future to see what we have for you. Okay, the King of Cups. Okay. This guy's like a romantic, like usually, but he isolates himself a lot. Because he's a very shy person and doesn't want to be taken advantage of. Is going to be getting away pretty fast. Yes. Look, emotional fulfillment, 10 of Cups. This is like, even though you're broke, you have happy families. Because you could be broke still, and that's why you're humble. But happy families. What was I saying about the 10 of Pentacles and being the best in the deck? Yes. The 10 of Pentacles. Either way you look at it, you're the 10 of Pentacles. Marry for love, not money, man. You know what I'm saying? And confirmation, and I think that's the issue at hand here. And I feel like this, just as being the lover of the horoscope in Libra, okay, is kind of concerned of that as well. And the Ten of Pentacles. Look, the Emperor. The Emperor, very serious, very determined. This is who you're gonna marry. I'll be surprised at the Four of Wands. Does it come out? There's the Lovers, like I said. Yeah. Perspective, I guess. Shattered wishes. You know, and the same with this one, no matter which way you look at it. Success, success. This is going to be a successful marriage. It's going to be a successful business partnership. It's going to be full of happiness and joy. You're going to be able to be happy to see one another. This is the Six of Cups. So, this is feeling uncomfortable and a little bit because it's a new situation and you're growing and learning. And this person challenges you, I think. Maybe you met this person online. This prince, this guy that is like prince, like a king, someone that saves lives. This guy is like the Six of Wands. This guy is a well-known name, a celebrity, for sure. Okay? A masculine energy. Stop lying to yourself, Virgo, Libra energy. Okay? Alright? Stop lying to yourself. Leo. Well, this is also Libra and confirming Libra and Aquarius energy of maybe a star and of fame. But of masculine. Masculine star. The Emperor. So this is a yeah. The star. Yeah. Page of Pentacles coming with good news and good intent and blessings and I feel like gifts, like a wedding party. Happiness. Okay. Maybe, yeah, was canceled. Some kind of party was canceled. Yes. I feel like you're enjoying the moment more. Okay, as far as in the Judgment card, enjoying the moment. Okay. So you've been through a lot to be a high priestess, and that's no joke. And that's where you get your strength and your happiness. Or you wouldn't even be a high priestess, you know what I'm saying? Sagittarius, being a dreamer, being balanced, backing the Justice card. Okay. Seven of Wands. This is, you know, the Seven of Pentacles. No, the Seven of Wands is like perspective, bad thoughts or good thoughts becoming into not so good thoughts, or not thinking about that person very much at all. Like all these people that were for you are now not for you. I don't know. And you're struggling with that, getting away from that. Come on, star. Paying attention to detail. And that's your happiness. Like, you do your work for the divine. You don't do your work for people, because you're just going to disappoint people, and people are going to disappoint you, and they want to appreciate you the way you do. So you do it for the divine, and that's what makes you your best, because you honestly do your best with what you have. And that's also your happiness, is that you've done your homework and you know what's up and you like to know why you do what you do. Four of Wands, thank you very much. Okay, a marriage, definitely, with this High Priestess and this, I don't know, famous person. And they're both going to be very successful. I feel like it's with the entertainment business, because if you're really uncomfortable in your skin, that means cameras, audio, shit like that, pictures, and that's a nervous wreck. Like, sure, you can handle it. You know what I mean? Make sure you can handle that kind of, because you think it's like all like candy and stuff, but it's not. Yeah, be smart about it. It's like, where am I? I'm not going. Be smart about it, okay? When it comes to, don't hang around the crowd that is just going to want to do this and quarrel and debate and lie about bullshit or over-exaggerate the star energy of Aquarius, okay? Proving you are a star of Aquarius. And this Priestess is a Justice Libra card. Wow. Very interesting. Well, we can ask it if the marriage will last. Hi everyone, how you doing? I can't really see the comments right now. Will this marriage last, yes or no? Yes. So it's like one of those marriages that you met through a friend, I feel. That is a married friend. Yes, someone who had a sun maybe tattooed on their back. And their lucky number is 7. And let's see. Scorpio, Virgo. Yep. 9 of wish fulfillment. Something about you have something planned for a day. It was a canceled party or something. Yeah. So, and you're unsure about starting another one. Sagittarius. Gemini. Yeah. Something about a Saturday or on a Tuesday you made plans and Saturday was supposed to be the day. And then you changed it. I feel it's a Sunday and then went back to Saturday and like... C, D. You could be writing a song in C or D. Taurus energy. Friday. Or B. Something with B. And then... Okay. So, will this marriage work? Yes or no? Yes. Justified. Justify my love. Bless you, bless you. Okay. Wow. Pretty intense. Will this person be able to handle this other person's fame? It's like, or whatever status of having a good name, of doing a lot of good stuff. And cameras and stuff, yes or no? Yes? Yes, Libra. Something about Wednesday morning. Okay. Wow. Pretty intense sign. Huh, guys? Yeah. I love this deck. I don't know why, I just do. I was drawn to it. Yeah. Well, you guys, that's pretty intense. Partnership, positive perspective, things working out. Because you want them to, because you put effort to, because the other person thinks just like you, because you guys can work things out, because you think the same, and that's why. You know what I'm saying? And you're both givers. Not like when it comes to sharing each other, but doting. Okay, you guys, so that's what you got in your cards. Wheel of Fortune. God's favor, the favor of the universe, the favor of your enemies, the favor of your friends, the favor of everybody and everything around. You're going to be a blessing to so many people too. And I feel like the divine has this purpose for you. I call him God, Jesus, but he has this divine purpose for you. And, I mean, do I have to say any more? And your health is getting better. That's like the Ten of Pentacles too. When that card comes out. That's pretty amazing, you guys. You want to know if Rita... It has to be a yes or no question, huh? Hello everybody. Yeah, I know what you mean about the haters. Good to see you, Serotonin. Alright, Josephine. Hi. Hi to everyone. Haha, what's up, J Rose? Yes, I do readings. Please subscribe, share, and like so that I can hit 1,000 subscribers and do readings and or perks or whatever the perks they allow me to do. Thank you so much, Serotonin. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tane. Richard. Hi, welcome. Please be a part of the family. Subscribe, like, and share. Push the all button so you never miss a live or a moon post. And it has to be a yes or no question, darling. So be very specific when it comes to that, okay? Thank you. So also, let's see about this, because I was wondering myself. We're coming up on a full moon as well. So, there's a quick little, I call it casting of good intentions. If you're familiar with runes, you could make your own rune and add it to the dictionary pretty much. So this new moon, this full moon, I'm going to be making a new rune to add to the rune book. It's fun, and you have to do it with a red permanent marker and on a rock under the full moon. So yes, with good intentions, and you have to repeat the intentions over and over and over and over and over and over and over like a mantra in your head. So make sure it's kind of catchy and something that you want to hear over and over again. Yes, and scrying. I feel like you guys need to scry a little bit. I feel like whoever's on here, you like to scry. So I have my ball. This is everybody's born with intuition. There's difference between wisdom of the owl and intuition. We're all born with intuition, okay? Wisdom is gained knowledge through experience. So there is a difference between intuition and wisdom. But yes, I feel like, yes, we will do some scrying. I'll do some scrying with you. Yes. And it's called casting, and you're never supposed to do it with bad intent at all. For anybody. On anybody, just do it on yourself. There are people that get paid to do like casting and like jar casting, and then they sell that online. I was thinking about doing that once I get to 1,000 subscribers. So, anyways, I feel like your Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy, sensitive. Abundance, the supermoon. Look, abundance is coming. The Wheel of Fortune, okay? The freaking King of Pentacles. And now this, abundance of the supermoon on your third. From your dreams. From your dreams. Yes. That's just amazing. Abundance again. Again. Hypnotic. I feel like your person is an enigma or very hypnotic. Yes, maybe very exotic. And still is. Empowerment. I feel like you're gaining your empowerment through these dreams of freedom, abundance, freedom to do what you wish, fortune, being bountiful. Because why? You hold this integrity and dignity of sacredness. And I commend you for that, collective. Everybody has, a good and a bad side, pretty much. So it's just a matter of utilizing those. Or not utilizing those. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Okay, hold on real quick, because I wanted to see the familiars here. I feel like the owl's gonna come out. I just don't know why. I don't know. We'll do some scrying here in a minute. But yeah, a new beginning could be a deception, a foreboding of something. I trust but my ears. I feel like you don't trust anybody either, and you shouldn't. Yeah. Excuse me. Of conscientiousness, being an observer, which may be a great inventor. Maybe you're a great inventor and invented something really freaking cool, and you have this awareness now, this inventor. Let's see what animal you should take on. Ow, these are kind of big for this. Crap. Do it this way. Vulnerability. What was I saying about vulnerability? Take on the pros of the seal. Being vulnerable. Showing your vulnerability. That is going to make you your fortune. Being yourself. Even going through hard times. That's pretty amazing. What was I saying about vulnerability? Person of premonitions. You have premonitions and intuition. You're going through an awakening of some sort. So take on the attributes of the stag. Yeah, that doesn't resonate. Direction. Okay. I feel like the bat protects you at night, even you're protected. Maybe like DC. So yeah, the attributes of the bat, the stag, and the seal, vulnerability of your premonitions. Remember I said put a journal and a pen by your bed, or do it in your phone, like, or your tablet or something. But keep some kind of journal, and write down these dreams that you're having or these premonitions when they happen. It's kind of like scrying. It's kind of like you gaze into the ball and blink your mind out, and whatever comes to mind, you just let it go and then see what comes of it. And I'm really curious to find out what comes out of your scrying. I love reading the comments. Thank you for all your good comments. Thank you for your love and support. Commitment data. Okay, so you want to know if you will come back after divorce amount, okay. Why would you want to come back after divorce? I mean, like, you divorced him for a reason. If it didn't work out the first time, it probably won't work out this time. So I'm just saying, you're better than that. Here we go. Okay. All right, so, well, this lady's dude, whoever she's talking about, come back after his divorce. This is a big counterclockwise of no. Definitely not. I feel like you see him Mondays or Sundays sometimes. Then you have to deal with him then. Maybe a Sagittarius, a Gemini, a Taurus, or a Virgo. Taurus. Will she find a better love? Yes. But you have to be open to it. Plus, how are you going to find a better love when you're with the piece of crap that divorced you anyways? You know what I'm saying? This is justice. So I hope that helped, collective. I'm not sure what you mean, Rohit. So let's continue. I hope that helped. Well, any hoots. Let me light some incense here. Father God, thank you. I manifest your riches, wealth, health, true love, genuineship, authenticity, protection. Thank you for all the blessings seen and unseen, and I pray for those that are against us. For your vengeance has no mercy, and I thank you for the ones that are for us. May you bless them times 20. Your name, I pray, Lord Jesus, amen. And whoever you guys pray to is good too. I bless this place, this sacred space. God and Goddess's beam of light. Please, Lord, bless my sight. Okay, so there we go. I also created that, but Anyhow, here we go. Continuing. So, let's see what your ancestors have to say. You know? I mean, it's really just about having self-love. You're not having self-love right now, and you just need to keep your integrity, because you're worth it. You're definitely worth it. I feel like you need a companion. Maybe get a little dog, or get a cat or something. If you don't have time and you work a lot and you can't take it everywhere, protect your inner world from your soul guardians telling you this. Protect your inner world. What was I saying? You exotic person. Okay, overlook your life from above. Look, they're watching over you. They want you to know this, that they're watching over you. Pretty cool. So yeah, this is a time to be in Virgo energy of Hermit and enlighten and write down exactly your premonition and stuff. Who knows? It could lead to a publication or something. Anyways. Yeah, connect the past and future through stories. See the future and seize opportunities. You know, you're the keeper of the stories. You're going to keep something, or you're keeping like everything, or yeah. You're going to take everything from the past that you have and take it through your future, and everything has a story to it, so it's all important. Wise prophet, look, someone that's older, someone who has experience, someone that is wise of an owl. This person is like, it has the owl. Wisdom of an owl through experience. Not intuition, but wise through living and through experience. This is what, look, voices of the ancients, listen to the voices from the ancient times. So remember what they taught you. Basically, that's what they're telling you. Remember what they taught you and keep to the old ways. You know what I mean? Keep to the old ways. Oh, that's why I'm like, what the heck happened to the rest of the deck? Is there anything else for the collective? Elder of the trees, yeah. Deeply connect with nature and guidance. Empress, emperor energy, empress energy. A warrior. Someone who's fearless but in fear, seeking answers from the heavens. And someone who's the calm in a storm. You could be the glue that keeps everything together. You know, so the key of the soul is to unlock the secrets deep within. And that will create your happiness, your joy. Again, Empress of Mother Earth. Root yourself in earth and stability. I feel like your mother was a big figure and a big contributor of support in your life. This ancestral legacy that you're leading and leaving, through oracle and revelation, insight and truth and revelation. I mean, through your songs, through movies. You're not listening to your guardian of light. You're testing. Like, you're in between both worlds, so stop testing it. Just enjoy life because it's short as is. Enjoy the moment. Walk in the path of wisdom, of learning. Moon guardians, trust the tide of the emotions. I feel like you're not emotional, but you trust its tide. And sorcerer, I just got that. Love that song. Fleetwood Mac or Stevie Nicks. Anyways, use the moon's energy for meditation. I'm naming my black cat Salem Nicks. And the other one I'm going to name either Minx or Binks. Minxie or Binksy. One of those. I think maybe Minx. I don't know. But Divine Alchemist, Turn of Challenges. Look, I feel like you like a challenge. Into Wisdom, which is experience, right? So you're an older person that is wise through experience. Yes, I feel like you're into a younger person. They don't really know exactly, you know, you're like an admirer, more of an admirer. Nature's wisdom and healing. Yeah, spirit of the forest, someone who is of Empress, you know, of that. Look, breaking the silence of the inner power, the voice, the thunder within with your voice. I feel like, yeah, you have a beautiful voice. Excuse me. I feel like this thunderstorm's rolling in. It is. And it's gonna water the forest here. Like water the wisdom of the elders. Whatever you're gonna go through, the divine's gonna make it easy for you out their favor. And this is the truth. Fight for the truth, sword of justice. The truth. Okay. So yes, of rivers and melody, a water energy, Mercury retrograde. Okay, flowing with the universe's guidance, like you're going with the flow. If you're an earth sign, you're resonating with the air. If you're fire, you're resonating with water. And I feel like you have this passion that's going with the flow through Leo, a Sagittarius, Aries, and this energy of going with the flow instead of trying to go too fast. I also feel Scorpio. I'm sorry, Pisces of wealth and Cancer. They're both very nurturing, but Cancer is one of the most nurturing, is the most nurturing out of all the decks as far as mothers and Mother Earth and being the best mothers, I think. I don't know. And this is the truth. And so it's like, interpret your night dreams. What was I telling you? Premonitions. So that's how you're getting your premonitions. Dream messenger. Your ancestors are trying to tell you something in a dream. What was I saying this whole time? They've been trying to tell you something. Someone of power. You're from a family of power, because the dragon is a symbol of power in Chinese. And in their New Year's, the dragon is a symbol of power in their zodiac. So an awakening, a strength, and a wisdom. An older person that's learned through experience of Leo. I'm feeling Leo, Aries, Sagittarius again through this dragon spirit. I'm telling you, get a journal and write this shit down, because the older we get, the more of an awakening we have. And we understand things that we didn't years ago. You know what I'm saying? So this is about your self-growth and self-love, and also what you will attract because of it. Let's put this deck at least away. Yeah, so they're watching over you. This is the truth, okay? So, don't deny the truth and what is. Yeah, you're starting over again. It sucks, doesn't it? It does suck starting over again. I'm sorry, collective. but the key unlocks the secrets deep within. So yes, there's a reason for everything. Let's see what this has over here. What's going on with this little love deck thing? And it's like the Lord is my strength. Look, strength came up, and my shield, my heart trusts in Him, and I am helped. My heart leaps for joy with happiness, and I will give thanks to Him in song. It's Psalms 28:7. This person is of materialism, of rebirth, and of partnerships. Okay? Do we not just talk about all that stuff? Just crazy. We're all connected. We all go through the same stuff, you know? Look, you were separated, but now you're working it out. Time apart, but your partner is on the horizon in this deception. Look, maybe lying to you. Someone else is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So be careful. Okay. When it comes to direction, what else? This could be a business deal. Yeah, I feel like you were married before. This situation involves marriage. Okay, so you had a business before, and now you don't, and you're divorcing. You're actually separated, going through the 6-month part. I feel like you live on the West. Definitely, like, you had a great honeymoon. I feel like you're looking through pictures and old memories, but you have this codependency on taking care of people. Maybe a nurse would be very good for you in a job, but yeah, addictions affected the romantic life, so it is what it is. And it's like before that, bliss and the whole time, holiday time together was like bliss, but yeah. And I feel this is in the business to business and the romance. So it is safe for you to love again. Basically, open your heart to the highest energy of all and getting to know each other. Innermost selves, your innermost self. Bond with your innermost self. And this could be the one, because the chemistry is there. Okay, so just know you've already met the romantic partner you seek, and there's a strong magnetic attraction there. So you have met this person already. That's kind of weird. Worth waiting for, divine timing, perfect timing. Work in your love life, on yourself, of your own self, of your own love, your love for yourself. Work on yourself. Okay, that's what that's about. Self-love. So you could be what you can be for that other person. You know? I feel like you're being very close-minded and you're not really thinking. See, what was I saying? Love yourself first. Because when you love yourself first, okay, this respect that you have romantically is more attractive when you're with someone else. You know. Let me see here. Wow, fortune, you guys. That's pretty epic. Support. Look, there's no expectation here. I feel like you have no expectations either. Unrealistic expectations lead to disappointment. So it's like, what was I saying about you working for your divine being rather than other people, so you don't feel overwhelmed in the present? And then this prioritization of, okay, support. So you have the support you need through friends, family, colleagues. they offer their unconditional support and through challenges and making you feel loved. So you have this support, which is pretty awesome that you don't expect. And I feel like this channel, you could leave a donation and thank you very much for doing so. But it's not an expectation or a requirement. You know, I do this to help veterans, to help others, to save lives. We've done a lot here. I think I've helped solve a couple cold cases here. I wonder how they're doing, and you know, and so hopefully they got those cases closed. And then this prioritization is like successfully prioritizing your work and personal life, managing the resource time effectively, and focusing and helping your personal career and growth is probably something really new, and they are supporting you because you are learning, but they need time with you too. And I feel you hit a breakthrough through your career. Maybe you got this a promotion, or you ended a training program, and now you're on the field. So with these new opportunities of achievement, you have hope of a retirement. So that's good. And learning, see, you're a person of learning, expanding your career through learning and self-improvement. I feel like you're going for a higher rank where you don't have to be like you're going for the highest rank. New skills and knowledge will help you grow professionally. Yes, through experience. Growth. I feel like your growth was stifled because of the people that you've been around, because of your fear to change, because of leading and feeling stagnant and lack of progress of it. This is why. Because you have this fear to change. You do not want to change. You don't want to get out of your comfort zone. If you're uncomfortable, it means you're growing. So you're very comfortable right now. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's important to grow. It is important to grow. Okay? As people being better than we were yesterday and stuff like that. And 3 things are certain: change, death, and taxes in this life, in this world. So get your priorities straight, because uncomfortability is being comfortable, and you'll learn to find that, you know, what is it? Complacency breeds contempt. So just know, may the righteous be glad and rejoice before God, and may they be happy and joyful. See, happy and joyful, that is meant to be. Psalm 68:3. And this is about the home and how you keep it. And when you're happy and you look your best, you know, you look your best, you feel your best, you do your best. You know, people perceive you as the best when all they're perceiving is that you do your best. And it's not just like that for work, but it's like that in your home life. If your house is clean, then you feel better, and this and that. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing. So, yeah, when it comes to tension or misunderstandings, or disharmony in a relationship, or stress or a conflict, I feel like one of you goes to another place. So I feel like, yeah, definitely there's another place involved. This intimate relationship, what was I saying? Yeah. And it is deepening, creating strong emotion connections, and getting more fulfillment and more of a security thing. You know what I mean? But they do not live together. A coexistent, no, they do not live together. Look, they live separately. I feel like they've been spending a lot more time together when they can. But it's time to reclaim your personal space and independence, not wanting to be needed. Yes, family, with family, harmony and support. With harmony here, I mean, families balancing it out and provide a solid foundation in your life and feeling safe and happy, okay, when it comes to the joy and the happiness. I feel this is a musical family, a family of music, definitely of song, and of harmony. You know, this is all gonna be successful because your perspective is positive. And you're not afraid of looking away and forgiving. Forgive and forgetting. There's a marriage coming out of this. And the 4 of Wands. Yeah, this person's like, you're not getting away. Yeah, they've seen the work that you've put in through the years, maybe online. They've Googled your name and the place that they know your work from. Maybe they've seen all your work, I'm not sure. Be careful, this person could be a clout chaser. Just saying. So I hope y'all have been doing good, you guys. Really. I hope you do. I'm gonna trust. Yes, trust is important. So trust in your relationships. And how do you do that? Doing what you say and saying what you do. Let your yes be yes and your no be no, and actually go through with what you say you're gonna do. Make it rock solid no matter what challenges arise. Be honest. This trust provides a foundation of growth. And I feel like there's a lack of trust, and maybe that's why the growth came in reverse. You know what I'm saying? Financial stability, your financial situation is secure or will be being secure, and success and bringing you material rewards, safety for the future. Look, someone is going to bring you safety and financial stability, and you're not going to have to worry about living anymore or surviving. Yeah. Or even being with anybody. I feel like you went through this emotional repair already, and every day you're learning to trust. Every day you're learning to trust. But it's not easy. These boundaries, okay, boundaries in the 4th house. I'm sorry. Boundaries with in Capricorn that rules Saturn. Okay, Saturn. Boundaries. All right, pushing to be your best, and that's why you repair so fast, because you don't let the shit get you down. Rihanna, oh my God, your name could be Stevie, your name could be Nyx, your name could be Rihanna. Wow, you're awesome. I would love to freaking collaborate with Stevie Nicks, dude. She's like, oh my gosh, when I was a little girl and I was so scared, my grandma would rock me, and then Stevie would be on the, and Fleetwood Mac would be on the radio, and I would just be, she would rock me, and it was like my mom was singing to me, you know, so it was like, she's like a mom figure to me, and like, yeah, like the mom I always wish I had. Success! Okay, career success is within reach, so your hard work and dedication are being rewarded. You're going to be recognized, and it's significant progress. It's being made. So, success. Oh my gosh. Success, definitely. I mean, this is a good reading, you guys. This is an excellent, excellent reading. Wow. Yes, so don't remember to take on these attributes, okay, and be vulnerable most of all. Like an actor studies their subject, you know, study the seal and their attributes. Vulnerability. Crap. No, but these cards keep coming out. Anyways. More I wanted to do with this one. I have these out. Tarot guidance. Look, you've been getting your guidance through tarot. Or you are a tarot. You find them interesting, but yes, and you're right. You're going to tell me, yeah, you're right, yeah. Of this, ancestors are trying to tell you. Remembering them. not forgetting them. Person of earth, being grounded. Maybe your chakra, your aura is red, I feel. Red and sacred. Earth energies of the north. Yule time, rebirth in the 8th house. Okay, this is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energies. Yes. I feel like something is coming to an end and a new beginning. Yeah, disrespect. Disrespect is coming, which is different. Homecoming. Intensification kind of respect. Like someone who's been through the awakening kind of respect. Good intention kind of respect. Treated like a lady and a goddess. Divine feminine. Someone from the watchtower of the west, of water. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. If it's your ancestor, it could be a water energy. Something about the banishment or hex being lifted. Something lifted when someone left. Look, this passion, it was a passion that you had. This person, a balance and a balance. You know, you're going to be treated like this person said, wished for. That was like their last wishes.
As a member of the order of the Mythic, take me your possessions and put on this.
And a balance. That's rad. Look, prosperity. Prosperity, prosperity. This is your outcome. Prosperity and boundaries of the truth. A union, marriage. Marriage, marriage, marriage. Fortune and marriage. And magic. Mad. You could be the magician. I think you are a power. Divine masculine. Candle magic of power, divine masculine. Cleansing. Water energy, what was I saying? Confirming. Yes, the hex has been lifted. It's like these 3 fingers, even with the reflection, it's going to go back to them times 3 or times 10. This invocation, because you're very highly protected. Very highly protective, divine feminine, this lady. Okay. Look, from an air energy as well as Mother Earth and the universe, but Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, star energy. Also North energy or Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay. And this earth energy. There's a lot of writing. There's a lot of writing. Yeah, so a writer. What was I saying? A writer, songwriter, air energy, resonating with also earth energy because it came in first. So this is air earth energy, predominantly air energy. Songwriter. Yes. Containment. Maybe you're casting yourself, either earth or air energies, through candle magic. For this truth, this honesty of this union of the South, even Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, someone of energy. Look, all came out on the table. Fertility. And if you're not planning on getting pregnant, then be responsible. Some kind of ritual. Okay. Look, you need to take on these attributes of the frog. This is fully rely on God, the fortune that just came out of nowhere. Okay? Fully rely on God. You know, you have the Lord's blessing, you have the divine's blessing, high priestess, sorcerer. Both of you are protected into the same. You guys are the same. You're twins. You're twin reflection of one another. That's funny though, fortune came out. And then fortune here. And not just fortune, but the world of success. And then what did I say? You're the magician? Yeah. The mag right there. You're the magician. Wow. Tower moments are over. Crazy. But yes, collective. Craziness. Let me see. Look at this other deck. Okay, hi everyone. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers so that I can help more people do smaller readings, do private readings maybe, or whatever the perks allow me to do. So help me reach 1,000 please, so we can help people and get the word out there about floating straws. Yes, now plastic straws float to the surface. There's a certain way to cut it. You have to look at on this channel at Timeless Messages 1111 and look up floating straws. It'll come up a red bowl with a clear straw and a thumb. Oh, gosh dang it. Freaking. Anyways. Yeah, so it's like embrace your light and dark side, for both are needed. These deep revelations, you know, find meaning in all the detours. What was I saying about having to get out of the car, move the rock, and get back in the car, and that's where you're at. And yeah, by embracing the light through these revelations. Within the lost knowledge, find the keys to the new wisdom. So it's like, yeah, Don't be afraid to get out there and get some experience. Because if you don't get experience, you won't learn from failing. So learn from your past experience. Okay? Sweet resonance. It's like integrate experience to find your authentic self. See what I was just saying about experience? Give voice to past trauma to find your peace within. It's good to talk about it. Expressing your feelings to someone, it's good to talk about it, you know. Fortifying your walls, not as barriers, but as safeguards. And then finding the safety and security within it. Breaking bonds that hold you to past situations, so set yourself free. Clear the fog with uncertainty, dispel confusion. That's what you need to do. This is clarity for you. Yes. If you do not think that you are the chosen one, you are the chosen one. You are the one. You are 1 in 8 billion. There's no one out there like you. Listen to advice and the intuition you once ignored. What was I saying about listening to your ancestors' inner wisdom? Heed their wisdom, your ancestors. I was just saying that. That's the whole point of this. Yes, by breaking self-imposed limits, reclaim your power, take back control of who you are. Listen to your roots and what your ancestors taught you. Offer and accept yourself and strength. And remember, being kind to someone else, I mean, it's harder to be kind to someone that's been shitty to you than anything. So strength bonds, you know. Remember that. Okay, through these unresolved issues, finding true peace, you need to address what haunts you, and that's what I mean by having the journal by your bed. Mind what you say, for it becomes who you will be. What was I telling you? Reframe critical thoughts. What you say, what you do right now, in the now, affects your future. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to think positive all the time. So whether you like change or not, change is change. And it's gonna come. So you could choose to embrace it, or, I don't know, embrace it. Because there's nothing that we could do about that. And maybe you need to express your feelings through therapy. Stand in the light, If you feel like you're in the dark, stand in the light. The luminous beacon. Okay. Oops. Gosh dang it. What the hell happened now? Anyways, collective. Basically, cycles, I feel, yes. Maybe someone's going through the cycles, or an older person going through menopause, or something like that, I don't know. But I feel like this is a high priestess, also confirming high priestess energy. Sorcerer. Exactly, both of you. Both of you. You have a passion for it. Both of you. Divine masculine. That treat Now you know what it's like to be a goddess because of this divine masculine, and you both go through the cycles. Like, this person has empathy for you. Really good looking, too. So, I feel like beauty comes from within, and that's how it is. So it makes them even more, that much more good looking. You know? The way someone treats you. Definitely. Yes, collective. Skyring. I think it's time to scry. I always say sky, but scry. Flow like the water. Remember, just blank your mind and see what comes to mind and whatever your intuition said. Sovereignty. Look, the crow. Look at this. And funny, because this is the next deck I'm pulling out when I let you scry for a minute and I use the restroom. Gosh dang it. So yeah, that's the crow deck. Take on the energies of a crow, someone, an air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This, yeah, Lady Goddess. I feel like, you're a caster. Your intent is good. Through manifestation, you manifest. With ideas for stability, I feel, for your own, you know, yeah. Containment. Yeah, good intent, everyone. Maybe you're making a soup too. Maybe it's cold where you're at. In the northern region. Abundance, clarity. Romance and career. What do you know? Lunacy. Yeah, don't be two different crazies. Just be one. Comprehension. Journal again. So yeah, collective drills. Boosting your energies. Magic and mystery. What was I saying about being an enigma? Okay. Yeah, sovereignty. Reflect on the attributes of the crow. Definitely. And, don't forget, bad intender, return to sender. If anybody should fear anything, it should be God's wrath, because vengeance is the Lord's. especially those that mess with his children. I mean, you can't get away with messing with God's children. You just can't in this survival, you know. Yeah. Maybe someone with no credit is finally gonna reach with some luck. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there for right now, and I'll be back. I'm gonna let you scry. Remember, just take a deep breath, close your eyes, and look in the ball. If you're epileptic, don't look at the ball, look at something else, and then just gaze into it until I come back, and then whatever, blank your mind, whatever comes to your mind first, and then let that elaborate more on the subject topic that first comes into your mind. Do not second guess your intuition and start thinking about something else. No, the very first thing. You could do it. We were all born with intuition. This is part of everybody's awakening, the older we get. So here we go. scrying. You know, so I'm curious what you got out of that, only because I know that like counselors and stuff, as someone that's been through therapy like almost all my childhood, they show you these, these pictures with blotches on it, and they'll ask you, what do you see in those blotches, you know? That is scrying. That is a form of scrying, and counselors do that. So don't think it's a bad thing. Your intent is everything. So luck is on your side. Okay, and protection. Okay, with your routine in your sixth house. I feel like you took a risk on something, ka-ching, and it turned out to be very resourceful for you. Yeah, I feel like you speak to ghosts almost, like, or you have an interest in the paranormal. I feel like you choose your battles wisely, like it's affected your family bond, because maybe you're trying to work on creating something, but, it's either you put it all into the business and it affects your family life. Of course it's going to affect your family life because they're not going to see you. You're going to be gone, you're going to be doing, but it's going to create abundance for them, and that's what they need to understand. Abundance for them. Something through natural. Something natural, this observer sees. So yeah, into the paranormal or something, trying to create a business. It's going to create abundance if you can keep going. Your woman or your man ain't very happy about it because it's going into your communication is sucking, so they're maybe telling you, oh no, you're with someone else or something, but you're not, and so you're having troubles, what they think about your commitment, an upheaval. I want to shuffle, but like a Mimi cry, almost like they know you're not, but they still are like, no, I want you to spend time with me. You know what I mean? In this upheaval. They don't like the distance. And you go through a lot of wrath for this distance and for the sake of the business. You're like, why are they resisting? It's going to create abundance. They don't see what your future is. They don't see what you see. They don't have the same vision. But all I know is that you need to be around people that support you and your dreams in order for things like this to exist and thrive. Because when you don't have a support team, most likely it won't work out. So just a warning. This could be like a warning. And don't play with Ouija boards. Don't do seances. Don't do spell work. There's a difference between spells and casting, of the craft, and being the dominance or the boss. And you know what boss is? Double S-O-P backwards. So every boss has a boss, I guess. And if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody's happy. But it's better than scavenging, so you're willing to take the risk. You're tired of being poor. Who isn't, So you're willing to take that risk. Working at night. Teamwork. I feel like you have a team. Yep. Look, you're this hawk, like searching for ghosts. You have an influence, or you're an influencer about this anomaly at play of the after realm. But you're tired of survival, man. You've experienced things in isolation when you've been alone that's made you feel displacement or distraction. And it's a gift that was given to you on your mother's side, of premonition and of psychic and intuition. And so this is why you're into the paranormal, and you might feel displaced and isolated because of this gift of yours. You know, fortune, sacred space, yeah, and your gifts. Yeah, everybody likes the money. They think you're up to mischief, but you're not. You're just tired of survival. You know, but they don't like what it takes to get there. It's like when I had my shop, it took me 4 months to build. And then some people would come in and be like, I just walked in there one day and said, I'm going to cut hair today. I'm just going to start cutting hair. Yeah, no, it took 4 months to freaking build. All right, so yeah, releasing the past negative energy. Releasing this past negative energy. Okay? And I feel like you do this through your paranormal. Yeah. And the community knows about you, and it's actually growing. And it's actually creating some kind of balance, or you're actually you're creating a balance, you're profiting a little bit, like maybe not profiting the businesses or whatever, but you do have to pay yourself. Don't forget to pay yourself. And yeah, definitely. You're rising. It's rising. So, memory, yeah, memory. The memory when you were a child. You're saying preparation. So I feel like you're in the middle of maybe getting prepared to go on one of these paranormal hunts, maybe alone, and you should never go alone, ever. You need to at least take one person, at least one. Yeah, be careful. You know, it's not an illusion, this shit is real. And it's your perspective and your intentions. You have to have good intentions all the time. Freedom. It is a business. Your business creates you freedom. Yes, freedom, freedom. Your name could be Dom, or you can go by Dom, or you could be a dominatrix. But yeah, freedom. You will be free from this. Financially free, and you forgive and forget, because you have a new love coming in. That's actually your twin flame. Look, sovereignty. So take that, which is like a peace of mind and an understanding that surpasses all understandings. Of the smarts of the raven. Like, I was at a stop sign one time, and I've told this story before, but I was at a stop sign and I observed this raven take a piece of bread and dunk it in a puddle until it softened to the point where he could eat it. They're very, very smart creatures. This looks more like a raven because it's bigger, and see how the crows are flying? That's just how I interpret it, but this says crow. So it's going to give you something to crow about. Yeah. And I feel like it does through perspective, and you make the best of it. So that's a great thing. That is a wonderful thing. Freedom. Yes, freedom. And insight. Exposing ghosts. You know, maybe you are mourning over someone you lost years ago. I feel like you are, and so this is a reason why it drives you in the paranormal, to get that same experience again. A memory that you keep holding on to. You're divinely protected. Routine. Freedom. You are free and will be free. Your business will be a success. Okay? Just keep consistent with it. For the first 6 years is going to be the hardest. So soar, keep soaring. Going through routine and making sacrifices, and your risk will be worth it. Don't forget, separate your assets and then pay yourself through this abundance. Yeah, you are grieving someone, and that's why. It's going to create abundance for you. Abundance. Yeah. So, that's awesome, collective. How exciting, what an exciting job, right? Like, I wonder, you get to go to different cool places and stuff. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. Look, you're an intuitive. Yes, you are an intuitive, Michael. Wise, honest, trustworthy, and observant. Okay. Abundance. Faith, optimism, excitement, and breakthrough. You're older, but you don't look older. Disbelief, stubbornness, apathy, and anxiety. Yes. Self-employment, what was I saying? Self-employment. Commitment, resourcefulness, confident, rewarding, consistent. Okay. Your chakra is blue. But I feel like you're very creative too. And totally balanced and connected through spirit, through your sacral chakra. And this is what you're looking for, is a ghost that like illuminates the chakra. That's like a real piece of work right there. That's, yeah. An angel, you might see an angel. I feel like you'll get an angel on camera or something that'll make you a lot of money. A skeptic, a rigid, a materialistic, and detached. Yeah. Someone is, maybe your person is, about your passion, your epiphany, your entrepreneurship, being driven over this. You know, they're more pessimistic. But when you start making this abundance, by being the real you, freedom, authenticity, uniqueness, and courage, freedom. Freedom, forgiveness, seeking freedom, healing, freedom. Freedom. Indifferent, inactive, misguided, and unmotivated. You know what I mean? Yeah. Definitely. And then feeling destined. You know, or feeling indecisive. Maybe of the sun. Lost in the moment. Intuitive, sentient, clairvoyant, empath. Through communication, clairvoyant, clairaudient. This person that illuminates silver, a goddess, a psychic, a sacred, a proud. Look, this person is on your team. Look, what was I saying about having a red chakra? The psychic, apathetic, wounded, unfulfilled, and divided. I feel like you're thinking about starting your own, because you don't like a lot of stuff that's going on and you know what it takes to succeed, and no one's really listening to you and doesn't maybe give you the respect because you're a feminine, or passive and vulnerable and unanswered, frustrated, feeling alone or alone and in disbelief. Okay, when you see things like that, and I feel like you see a lot of different things that can be fixed, and you're tired of this person trying to always get a piece of ass and being fearful of that and intimidated every time you go on a project, feeling passive and resigned. Maybe this guy is married and you've communicated it with him, but he don't give a shit. You know what I mean? And this is shower of prosperity, this wealth, opportunity, success, and manifestation. So I feel like you've been manifesting success, opportunity, and wealth for you to do this. Yes. And people have been gossiping, withholding solitude. Yes, but look, showering prosperity. Yeah. Follow your heart. Someone here has an aura green, emerald to the very lightest. This love, travel, humor, vitality, someone very funny. Someone of prosperity and of communication and point of view and gratitude and assistance and guidance and understanding. Someone, you know, that acts like a regular person. Yeah, see this this renewed connection, but feeling isolated, estranged, separation, a grudge. See this? Yes, you're trying to start your own. Trying to start your own. Yeah, time to go. Transformation, completion, confirmation, exits. Like yeah, you're starting your own self-respect and worthiness, because you have more respect than that for yourself, divine feminine. Yes, you're confident, brilliant, worthy, beautiful, loved, queen, superstar, angel, self-worth, affirmations, independent, and motivated, and you have what it takes. You do, you do. And yes, I believe you'll be successful. Yeah, a wise decision. Illuminating, violet, accurate, brilliant, organized, and validated. Maybe you're more organized, I feel. Yes, when it comes to resistant, doubt, denied attachment. Yeah, maybe you feel like your boss has an attachment because he was playing with the wrong things, like a Ouija board or something. But look, illuminating to light green, this person with dark green, to light green of happiness, vibrancy, and energy. And look, even a white. Vulnerable, cluttered, shadow, and confusion. See, vulnerable. Vulnerable. You're going to be wearing white. Yes. Strength, balance, prepared, and tranquil. Yes, you are. Perfect timing, auspicious, clockwork, planning, patience. It's like everything's going to happen in its perfect timing. So that said that earlier too. Perfect timing. Which is kind of cool. You know. About the perfect timing. Yeah. Look, someone's gossiping about this. Let him gossip. You know, let him gossip. Don't choose your battles wisely. Basically. So that's what I have to say about that. You know, let's throw some charms out there. We got a hamster. I feel like you feel like a hamster in a hamster wheel with his routine thing. A hippie, no, but someone that's prosperous. This rune right here, it's actually a rune. Courage, protection, independence, defense, protection. You know, meaning sedge. This is actually ruined the peace sign backwards. Anyways, hippie, I feel like you have a cat. Yes, a cat. They're in between person of the sun that likes to travel or backpack. Someone who's not like a minion, honest. Yeah, a female with a red bag, protected 24/7. Oh look. I feel like you have black and white checkered floors. Yeah. And you're a person of heart. A person of, look, you're, beware of sheep, wolves in sheep's clothing, you know. You're a person of luck, you're a freaking star. You're a superstar. Look, you brush your teeth all the time. You have a beautiful, gifted smile. Look, confidence of the heart, you resonate. Pink. Yes, this water sign wants you. Yeah, but not in that way. Water sign. A new beginning, but not a new beginning. Something you've been working on for a long time, or not even working on, but just hobbying, and then now you're finally being recognized about it, and it's been years. Person of royalty, that drinks vitamin D, or has a farm. This person with green eyes, or wears green contacts, or has naturally green eyes, that loves these bows, I feel, in cartoons, and not afraid to be a part of themselves. They're looking into investing to maybe this channel. I hope so, you guys. This person is sober, not buzzed, and I've been clean for a month on the 3rd, from alcohol. So yay me. Yeah, this person is getting better with plants. Cactuses are always good to start out with. Yes, this person is of royalty. Yes, but she's not always treated that way. Yeah, so it's like, this person is either Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, feminine energy, or a male, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. I feel like you've been in a hot air balloon, or that person is full of hot air, whoever's like talking the smack. This person that's like an old dinosaur because they're jealous. Look, I feel like you refrain from eating sweets. I feel like you're using straws, but hopefully you're using edible straws. Trending now, all the celebrities are using them too. This person that loves Hello Kitty. Be mine, yeah. This person that used to drink, I feel, because they're in sobriety over here. This person that loves the turtles or has a name after one of the Ninja Turtles. Green eyes, again. Naturally green or hazel eyes. This person lives on the west. This person likes everything in your milkshake. Okay. This person loves to snuggle and is kind and sweet, especially at night. This person wants to invest in you and is interested, loves soccer or has played soccer. Person of confidence, a yellow chakra, or a person that loves the Simpsons, and a person that loves to eat pineapple and make jokes. Okay, but they're not a swinger because it showed jealousy and not sharing you earlier. So, let's pull some more charms. Loves the beach, loves the beach. Look, this person at the beach really not just is attracted to you, but really loves you. Might even be in love with you. This is water energy, is Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, I feel, again, you feel like the hamster running on the wheel, going through it, you know. And you try to make the best of it, staying happy in the sun energy. And of Saturn, Capricorn, discipline, boundaries, responsibility, structure. You know, they kind of have a bad rep, but they push to be their best. Person in music, maybe sings or plays an instrument or all. This person that, I don't know, something is going to do like a Halloween special, or I don't know, some kind of special, this masculine star, this person who's been through heartbreak, this person that likes basketball, this person that is not really familiar with computers, yeah, and is learning, this person that doesn't take buses, but they used to. And again, this came in this way. The backwards peace sign, it stands for all that. What I said earlier about defense, protection, independence, courage, you know, such. This person is banking. This person of Hello Kitty, love that loves freaking Hello Kitty. Look, Kobe, I miss him. Definitely a Lakers fan, definitely. This person is of confidence and of the rose chakra. Yes, this person is of the north of an earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or they want to meet an earth energy, something protected, obsidian. This person has had bad luck before in communications. I mean good luck. So this is confirming good luck, obviously, because it came together. And the trunk up is good luck. And then the luck card came out too. Look, money, money, money. Money, money, money. Alluding self-confidence. I feel like you don't have really baby pictures. Yeah, no. You don't believe in Rubber Ducky Day. Neither do I. I don't even know. Look, it was some rich woman that made it up. No. But yes, I feel like you're a wealthy woman, this Leo. Signed, maybe you have contracts with companies. Someone who has a lot of tomatoes but doesn't really like tomatoes. And maybe in Marvel, I think that's Iron Man or the Iron Union. Somebody likes sun or sunflowers. A Cancer energy, the water energy again. Okay, and someone now who doesn't use straws or stir sticks. Yes, this person with long hair. I'm getting masculine. Yes, person into fighting. So I feel like they're in the front of the ring. This person is definitely a workaholic and eludes purple, a protection, empathy, being grounded in red, and confident in yellow. This person is of good luck. 3 elephants. Okay, good luck, good luck. Look, this person is a butterfly, is the moth, or is the butterfly in a room of moths. Just beautiful, transformed, delicate, and resistant. Such a beautiful insect like that can live in such environments. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. So that's what I have for you on that collective. How are we doing over here? Okay, so we're gonna do pendulum reading now. Juanita, Revolution now, what are you talking about? Okay, so let's do, is Tyrone cheating on me recently? Okay, for Rena. Is Tyrone cheating on Rena? Yes. Maybe 6 times. In the beginning or the middle of the week? I'm sorry, Rena. I know, right, Sardine? Bless you. Thank you. I know they're like charms, and it's really cool because, like, and I'll just, if I have something, you know, like this, it like just tells me to put it in the charm bag and tells me that, oh, someone likes to brush their teeth a lot, you know, that kind of thing too. Thank you, serotonin. I really appreciate it. I try to look my best. Because when you look your best, you do your best, and you feel your best, and people take you seriously, and first impressions are everything almost, you know? However, yeah, I don't always have my makeup on because I like my skin to breathe. But thank you so much on that. And I really appreciate you supporting by subscribing, liking, and sharing. I really do. And any little bit helps. So if you do donate, thank you in advance. If you don't, it's okay to subscribe, like, and share so that I can help other people out there. And please share not just this video, but the floating straws videos so that everybody gets the memo and we can do this around the world, making a difference. Together, trending now, edible straws. One sip at a time will make a difference in getting rid of these plastic straws that sink to the bottom, because that's what the issue is. The issue is the plastic that's sinking to the bottom. So, and there's machines to collect floating plastic, but the straws are the biggest problem because it's just for a 10-minute drink. And not even everybody uses them. Come on, you know, they're in like the package sometimes and they throw it away. So it's just like, yeah, there's a way to cut them before, you know? Yeah, exactly. F straws, fuck straws, exactly. So, I mean, the hula hoop theory for your latte works better than the stupid little stir stick anyways. But anyways, yeah, there's a way to cut the straws, and it's floating straws on this channel. And share that video and let's get it out there. And they float, even with a little sediment. So they float, and then like the moon pulls on our emotions, so does it pull on the waves and the ocean, and brings the trash in to the beach and can be collected by those machines that collect the floating plastic at the top. So we found a solution for that. Let's work together and do it. Yes, thank you so much, serotonin. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you look at Timeless Messages 1111 floating straws, you'll see just like a red bowl and a clear straw with my finger through it. So, hi J Rose, how you been? What's up, girl? How you been, woman? How's the kids? I know you've been great. I know you've been great. I know you have. Yes, you're so beautiful too. You are beautiful. So beautiful in every way, shape, and form. But don't you forget it. You deserve the best. And nothing but the best. So yes. That was a good reading, you guys, huh? I I thought so. We got a lot out of it. Yeah. White. Someone's getting married. Someone's getting married. Someone really funny, levity, perspective, wisdom, and playful to someone really funny. Congratulations, and the horrible ones. And you know, your life can change. And these cards too are like meant for you could change your future. You know, by the choices that you make. So just remember that. For the better. Or get a glimpse into and have some kind of direction. You know what I mean? But yeah. White again, someone's definitely getting married. Protection, clarity, spirituality, and wisdom. Yes, that's like amazing to me. About you're ready, but it's been stagnant. Look, in the reverse, 2 wands, insecure, unsupported, unplanned. Like, yeah. I feel it's gonna be spontaneous. Almost. Yeah. Yes, definitely. But no matter what, we got the fortune card over here. So, I mean, your tarot, the wheel of fortune, the world. I mean, yeah. And then the magician, you're the magician. These are your reflective cards. Okay? And we'll do, this is your, okay, so now we're going to your future, from your past to the present. The world's going to know you. You are going to be a celebrity. You're going to be with this celebrity, a magician, someone of magic, someone who, it could be anything. It could be in the entertainment industry, somewhere, anywhere. Yeah, yep. All these tower moments. But let's see what the divine has as far as reflection card. Oh my God, you are famous. Look, you're the 6 of Wands. Yes, you are your reflection card. So I feel like in the 11th house, you need to reflect on even how, and the 10th of how others look at you in some way, but only to a certain extent. And guess who? The Emperor. The Emperor. Yep, 6 of Wands, the Emperor. And then we have Virgo, Libra. Yes, of this person putting down her guard a little bit. Virgo, Libra, this is like someone standing up for truths, someone not conforming. And Queen of Swords is also the Lovers, so be careful, or the 4 of Swords needing rest. It's also Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and the Queen of Swords, Virgo energy, and Hermit, and the Page of Pentacles, even with the fixed sign of the World. So, see how it all connects. The World is Aries, okay? Scorpio and Aquarius. Yeah. So, maybe a female that takes on the masculine traits. Romance, Page of Cups. Someone who did you wrong. Yeah, the Two of Swords. And this would be the Knight of Swords as well. The Two of Swords, like looking away. When you know better. And you deserve better. Yeah. I feel like he's maybe cheated on you this many times. And if he lies to you, that's also a cheating to me. Or she. I feel like this divine masculine or this Six of Wands is either a feminine with masculine traits or a masculine. Virgo, Libra energies, maybe. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The Chariot, and the Chariot is what? High Priestess and royalty. This person is of royalty. Seven of Pentacles, the Chariot, over all this hard work that was put into the past. Maybe investments that went bad or something. But the High Priestess, Cancer energy of nurturing, the Ten of Pentacles and how it landed on the Seven of Pentacles. And then the Page of Pentacles of this good news. See, long hair. Yes, Ten of Pentacles. Look at that, how it landed on the Seven of Pentacles and the Chariot, the High Priestess. I feel like the High Priestess will come out after this marriage. So marriage confirmed, congratulations. You are going to be getting married. Wow. Yeah. See? Partnerships. Yep. Wow. Congratulations. Yeah. Pretty amazing. Yeah, so let's see. Do you have any more questions? Well, you know what? That's very admirable, J. Rose, only because that's a real mother's love, is sacrificing and going through 9 months and delivering that child and giving it a chance at life for a family that will take care of it and has the money to do so. You know what I mean? And that's real love. You almost make me want to cry there. It takes a lot of bravery to do that. And I'm right there for you, okay? That's amazing. Yeah. I know, me too, with the dream thing. Like, someone told me our dreams are meant, to come true or come true, but are they? Or maybe they're dreams for a reason. I know what you mean about the birth part. Oh my gosh. Yes, I know. So this is what, I'm glad it resonates, serotonin. Thank you so much. It just, honestly, J. Rose, it just to go through that, literally go through that, because I know what that feels like, but my son died in 2007. And I had to have a cesarean because I wouldn't dilate past a certain, after he passed away during birth, and so did I. But I blame myself for years and my body for failing him. Anthony Robert was his name. And so I really admire that. Jay Rose. I kind of wish my parents would have done that to me. Because California ended up being my parents, you know? And the only good memories I have is of my great-grandparents and my grandparents, pretty much. Family. That supported me no matter what. But that's really admirable. I look at you in a different light, and I have more respect for you than ever. Honestly, Jay Rose. You just touched my heart. Giving that baby a chance. And you know what? I feel that baby is gonna come find you someday. I really do. They're gonna end up taking care of you too. Once you tell them why, what you just told me, this baby's gonna be adopted by someone very wealthy that's been wanting a baby for a long time and can't get one because it's hard to get babies, believe it or not. I wonder if you could be a surrogate and get something out of it, you know? Oh yeah, that horse card is the year of the horse and of hard work. You're right. Thanks, serotonin. I just really, really admire Jay Rose because it does take a lot of love to give your baby away, especially after holding it for 9 months and bonding and pushing it out. You know, all that stuff. It's very admirable. Anyways, that was just my little insight for Jay Rose. I feel like this baby's gonna track her down someday. But she's gonna be in a good house. A little girl. I feel is gonna be in a really good, loving house. I'm not sad. These are tears of joy. These are tears because good people exist. Because I had lost hope in good people until this channel, until my subscribers, until my viewers. You know? So I'm not sad, but they're tears of joy for people like Jay Rose. And you, serotonin, you know. So. But never lose hopes because you're the light in the darkness. Remember. And if you feel in the dark, just walk to the light. And again, you will glow. Thank you, serotonin. So let's continue this. I just want to honor Jay Rose for a minute because it takes a lot of love and that has got to be hard. So, I admire you, Jay Rose. Beautiful name too, by the way. Beautiful girl. She deserves a good man, you guys. Really, she deserves a good man. And she has a baby. And that baby needs a father figure. You know? Although they'll really be like best friends growing up. That's how I feel. So let's get some more guidance. You know, and guiding and making mindful decisions. You know, Look, innovate, responsible, maintaining ethics, finding an unconventional solution, applying discreetly, a forbidden formula. You know, maybe you're having trouble with doubt. What else? The universe within has not forgotten on you or forgotten about you. This is clarifying your core beliefs, your integrity, your influence, your reality, choosing hopeful, positive ones, of lovers especially. And I feel like you're making a good choice by staying away from baby daddy, baby mama, or your ex, as far as treading lightly on sweet paths and being tempted with a sweet yet better awaits the unwary, the dice of destiny. I feel you don't gamble, but this is a metaphor in shaping your future with intent, not chance. So you believe in destiny, you believe in energy and the divine, and you pray a lot and meditate a lot. And the dice roll freely, and you're free, but control over destiny remains in your daily choices. What was I saying about you can change your future with your choices that we make today, affect the choices that happen to us in the future. Look, you're a pioneer, or you're on your way of being a pioneer in your 30s maybe. Pushing boundaries, leading the way to discovery and new solutions, or thinking outside the box, or somewhere in between 25 and 35. Yeah, see, inventor. Yeah, I feel like you love science for some reason. Forbidden formula, now this makes sense. This is like a secret formula. An inventor, maybe a formulation chemist. Be careful what you make. You don't want the government to, you know what I mean? Fury and charm. I feel like innocence. Look, innocence. Spirit shields you from misfortune, drawing near them. Luck clings to their fur. Look, innocent. Innocent. Yes, I feel like if you had any worries about anything of destiny or being a pioneer and this formulation chemist, or feeling like the universe forgot about you, I feel like no, that hasn't through this luck of innocence. You are an innocent person. So don't worry. New beginnings arise. Behind every closed door, a new beginning awaits. So seek these exits so you could be with the right lover by not retorting to their texts, by not replying to their messages, by not replying to their emails, by completely staying away from them in every way. If you can, stay away from them. And if they don't stay away from you, just ignore them. They'll eventually get it. Look, I know it's nothing to celebrate right now, but you will be celebrating, and you will be celebrating. You'll be happier with yourself and with your a new lover. When I think it's going to take about 6 weeks to find this lover. This lover's going to notice that you're single mother, pregnant, and want to be that father figure because he wants maybe a family too. And it's going to be around your birthday or his birthday or one of your kids' birthdays. And utilizing this momentum, yes, celebrating a celebrity, like you're gonna meet maybe someone famous or see someone famous that acts like a catalyst for your personal growth. You know what I mean? This new lover is gonna act like a catalyst through this new beginning, through being lucky and the universe seeing that you do the right thing and have a good heart. The wisdom cube, this tells me this is the truth at turn, okay? Straight up, it's a face-to-face choice. It's, a multifaceted cube. So exploring all angles to unveil the right path, it wouldn't be bad idea when it comes to these new beginnings before you decide to call lover or have them introduced to your kids. This is my prediction of your foundation. The books of Beacon, the change of this environment. I feel like you're going to be moving in with this new lover, and he's going to have a huge house that's really nice and clean. He's going to be very wealthy, but he's not going to tell you right away. He's going to test your integrity, like the story in the Bible about the lady and the camel, and how the guy came to the well, and the guy told the other guy about whoever offers your camel a drink is the one you should marry. And so this lady, I think her name was Becca or something, your name could be Becca, fetched him water and fetched his camel as much water. And at that time, camels could drink like 3 gallons. So imagine, you know what I mean? And so that's the one that he married. Anyways, long story short, celebration of things, clarity, hidden feelings emerging amidst the fun. This guy is having fun, leaving you with all of the responsibility of taking care of your kids by yourself. Listen to your heart, not just to the music. You know what I mean? Don't ignore it. Don't look away. Listen to your heart. This is clarity. If anything, go on welfare and period. Go on WIC, go on welfare, and they will help you get into a trade. They will help you get on your feet. Seriously, especially when you have babies, don't feel like you're stuck. When it merges to this midst, new fun and beginning you're going to have, like it's going to feel, you're going to be parting ways, but it's going to feel like a celebration or partying when you're out of the situation, because you didn't know what it's like to have a really good man with a nice house and wealthy that would be interested in you like that till now. This is your first experience of having a really good guy, not a thug. So the thing is, what you want to do is, when you have a really good guy, remember they're not a thug. So they're going to act differently. It's chivalry coming back. It's a person that acts human, like it treats you as a goddess that you are. And don't be scared of it. And don't scare him away, because that's what love is. I feel like you have daddy issues too. I feel like your daddy, maybe you feel abandoned by him too in a way, and you have daddy issues too. I have daddy issues myself, and I just feel like that's why you keep attracting, because this is what you see him grow up, what you thought was love. Because really, the father's supposed to be like the first love in their daughter's life. You know what I mean? And he's supposed to show her how women are supposed to be treated. And so that way they don't go for anything less. Most men don't understand this, because they just think about the moment and getting it wet. BDE, energy of the sun. Now why? That's why the sun keeps coming up. This person could have knocked up several people that immediately came up forward. Could have settled out. Who knows? Decision time. Yeah, analyze objectivity and upcoming choices that guide you in your decisions rather than your emotions. Let your logic guide you, not your decisions. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Maybe start reading at night to get your mind off things after the babies are asleep, or the baby, another baby girl in this personal relation, but books of beacons, they're going to help you. They're going to really help you heal, because as time goes, the more you heal, and things go fast too. I feel like you could do Kindle or audiobook as well if you have children and you're just really busy. Look, sleep or stumble. Look, you could even listen to it while you sleep. Without sufficient rest, in the 4 of Swords of the Lovers, okay, you might falter, at the next critical juncture. So keep a close eye on your sleep. Choose sleep, sidestep, regret. No regrets. We just want to learn from lost time and, you know, our decisions. And so I feel like you're growing, you're not losing sleep anymore. Yeah, it's uncomfortable to be sober. Yeah, it is. But the first time you say no is the hardest. The second time is easier. The third is easier. The fourth is like you get mad and you don't want to be around anybody. So it's like, yeah, you'll have better sleep nights. You'll be able to sleep when you're happy and not worried so much. You'll be able to sleep when you have routine. You'll want to look pretty and do your hair and your makeup. You'll want to bake cakes. You'll want to do things like that. Because that's the kind of person you are. And this is the kind of person this man recognizes. So remember that. Don't believe the bullshit your ex told you. Because look, you felt like you weren't free with this man. But with your freedom of independence, look, freedom, independence, control your finances for security. Don't rely on others and do not give him any money. I feel like he is asking you for money or he's going to be asking you for money, and this is my prediction. Don't give him any money. Don't even pick up the phone because that's what he wants, is just money. Yes, you could have had a dream about this through your destiny. With each choice, you could have had a dream. Look, light of logic. Logic leads, confusion fades. Maybe confusion leads and logic fades. So maybe you need to reverse it. That's why it came in the reverse. Of this reason illuminates the path of being traveled. Maybe you travel, have problems with trust and locking and navigating life and its complexities, and that's okay. Some people do. So do I. Maybe you have a cat. Maybe you have two cats. Maybe you like cats. Maybe they are a part of you, and it's the cats that party and are the light of your day. Maybe you have a boring life. So do I. I have a really boring life because I'm sober. You know what I mean? But I'd rather be sober than you not free or, anything else. I'd rather be happy than win an argument, choose your battles. So when it comes to seeking your worth, not just shine, but rise above. Amidst sparkling treasures, the brightest jewel of all is you. And remember that. Okay, through this logic, not just emotion. This person, this stranger that I'm telling you, I hope you become the fan. Please subscribe, like, and share out there. Share the floating straws, please, and this video, and subscribe. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers so that I could do smaller readings, giveaways, all the perks that they won't let me do right now. Anyways, this is through flexible schedule of you having your own business. Maybe you can even do a child daycare. I feel like you can. I feel like you have all the requirements to do child daycare, and why not if you're going to be at home raising your child? 2 or 3, I mean, that's some extra money, you know what I'm saying? And they pay good too. Finding the strength, Leo, I feel Leo, Sagittarius, strong Sagittarius, Aries energy of being intangible, where it softens and overcomes rigidity. This adaptive to change. You are very flexible and adapting to change. So you have the tools and the logic to do it. It's just getting past the depression and the hurt. But guess what? You're worth it. And he wanted to make you feel bad because he didn't want you to think that you could go on without him. He wanted you to be dependent on him. And so, this fact that you exhibited flexibility like that even shows him, makes him want you. And even when he wants you again, do not go with him because the same bullshit's gonna happen. And it takes to be brave to what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I feel like even through your childhood, you had to be brave, but you had to be a person of self-control and power. Yes, even when you were small here, see? Maybe you're born in the year of the dragon too. So wear your bravery, girl, okay? Face the moment. Be brave. Must and mass. Screw all that other shit. Inspire others. Be the inspiration. I feel like through this night's veil in your dream, and through this wisdom, through experience, that learn from your ex. You don't want to attract someone like that again. Face your inner self, or you'll go through the same heartache. Under the moonlight, hidden desires, fears quietly awakening in fear while you sleep, and you're not going to have that anymore because you're wise. And now you're saving your energy, not just money, but saving your energy in a balance. Beginning saving for the future now. What was I saying? What you choose to do in the now affects your future. And the elder of truth, it came up in the reverse, so the trunk is up. Okay? And so question deeply, accept the truth. And the truth is what it is. Truth teller who will challenge your beliefs to open new doors. You know, you encountered a truth teller, and I'm here to address the white elephant. You know, this is the truth. Okay, in a moment's notice, stay alert and see swiftly because, you know, slipstream swifts and position yourself to plunge into the new beginning of this new path through your flexible adaptability, because that's what you are. You're adaptable. You're adaptable. Take root. I feel like you don't have any roots right now. Maybe you just color your hair, but awesome. But I feel like, look, death brings abundance. Abundance again. Prosperity grows. Roots are deep. Invest in foundation, skills, and knowledge. You, yourself, and you, and your daughter, and your kids. You will succeed and get over this, boo. Okay, I give you about 6 to 7 days. Eat your chocolate, watch your movies, eat your popcorn and cry, and then it's over. I really feel that, because you're going to reflect. Even though he may be with the father, your son, baby, sometimes you'd be better apart, especially if you're going to argue and stuff in front of the kid. That's not good. You want stability. Maybe the stability is just you, Ma. You know? Or just you, Dad. I'm just saying. It could go either way. Harvester, this person. Yeah, this harvester assessing relationships. Someone that's depressed that can actually produce but is depressed. And you could be going through the thing the mothers go through, you know, during pregnancy. The moods or the afterwards, you know, the post-traumatic thing for after having a child. But yeah, companion, remember, you're born in the year of the dragon, prison of power, and it's like find your battle companion. It's like someone you ride or die, you know, your twin flame, your soulmate. It's like side by side with this true companion. No challenge is too great. This guy is going to take on everything, even want to adopt your daughter. I feel like your daughter for some reason. Harvester, unexpected truth will soon be revealed necessarily. Reassessment of trust, assessing relationships, and you will learn to trust again. When you trust yourself to not trust the bad people that are trying to hurt you and ruin your roots. That's what I'm getting for you, collective. So what do we have in closing this reading? Star power. You're a star. You're a superstar. You're glowing. You could be pregnant. Oh my gosh, you're a superstar. You need a chakra reboot, maybe in a like you're seeking the truth, elder of truth. Star power. Chase to glow. You're glowing. By seeking the truth, you're glowing, superstar, star power. With a spotlight finds you, respond with unwavering authenticity. Be yourself. Your true self will shine. I'm telling you. Chase your glow. I feel like someone here is pregnant too. But also, chase your glow. Respond with unwavering authenticity. That's what that means, to be yourself. And this is like getting paid to be yourself, dude, through your roots. How cool is that be? I feel like you need a chakra reboot. Reconnect with the power of nature. Maybe go on a nature walk. Maybe get some charms from nature. You know, activate your heart chakra by choosing a new path of your walk, or picking a book blindly. Like just randomly picking any book and just reading right through it, just to get your mind off as a companion, you know, when you're alone. Wow. The Siren Song, what was I telling you? A person, this is their song. You're a songwriter. Listen wisely, you're wise, you're older, your experiences created this wisdom. And it's like you've learned from your mistakes and others. Beware the alluring tunes that promise more than they deliver. So it's like, don't say anything that you can't deliver to this beautiful mermaid of song. It's like musician to musician, respect to respect, singer to singer, drummer to bass player, guitarist to singer, or drums, it doesn't matter. It's like this person is a song, and I feel like you have no problem writing songs. You can write like 5 songs in a day, but it's like which song is going to be the hit. So maybe out of those 5, maybe none of them are going to be a hit. And the label wants more, so you write more. So you have like 20 songs right now, maybe out of 20, there's only 3 hits, and you're kind of like bummed because you need a whole whole album of it, and you're gonna get it. I feel like after you've written 40 songs, you're gonna pick 13 good ones with a bonus because it took so long. Anyways, always do a 5-year like Tool does. Don't do a 3 or a 1. It's where musicians get rushed and they cut themselves short in their arrogance by being brave, like on the road, be a good driver. Don't be brave. It's like give yourself enough time as an artist, especially a working musician, to do your best work, quality before quantity. So at this point for you, I feel like, yeah, do 5-year agreements, not like 1 or 2, because then the music isn't good. Then you're wasting energy because you're writing songs that that won't be hits. You know what I mean? And you could save that too. Save yourself from writing songs like that. I feel like you're gonna meet a songwriter that's gonna teach you an easy trick too, a flexible trick on writing songs, so you never have so you don't have blocks, so that if you need to write a song in the moment, you can have it right then in the moment. If the label says I need 5 hits in 6 months, you'll have it. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll be so damn good, you'll be able to sell them. That's what I'm trying to do. Look, you've never really been one of luck, but wisdom lies in knowing your limits. Yeah, so know your limits, don't overwork it, and the forest words of the lovers of the Gemini, or the Pisces, or the Capricorn, or the Aquarius, no one fold and no one to hold. You know what I'm saying? No one to fold and no one to hold. That's the right? Everything has its perfect timing, star power. Everything is perfect timing. That's just amazing to me. You're not a person that holds on to the grudge. You forgive, forget, and move on because you're too busy for the other bullshit. You escape digitally through games here and there when you're hurry up and waiting on switching, and you zone in and out. So diving into this digital world is new, but a new reality. It's helped you learn computers and bend and refresh your own way of thinking through the way you think through your mind. And I feel like you can never reach the next level fast enough, and it's like dare to dream and see where it takes you, and opportunities that seem like fantasy, you gotta trust your vision, because this investor trusts your vision. You gotta trust your vision. Okay, and I feel digital escape. You met this person online. Yes, you did. Wow. Relax. You're not relaxing. I feel like you need to relax, but I feel it's because it's sober and you're still, like when I first, after I lost my son, I was on a road to on a downhill spiral, and I didn't think I was going to make it out alive, but, I did, gratefully, and I lived to tell about it. And at the time, I was the lucky 3. And so I feel like you might be uncomfortable in your own skin like I am, but there's medicines out there that your doctor can give you if you're having a hard time relaxing. So please learn to relax. Maybe go to the doctor, I'm not a doctor, and maybe ask him for something for you to relax so it's controlled, and that way they know what's going on with you as far as recharging your energy and renewing your spirit. They can give you what you need legally. Okay? And then if you live in California, I know it's a weed-friendly state. It's okay to do that once in a while. But I feel like you can't drink anymore. I can't drink anymore either. So don't feel bad. And I really don't miss it. Like, it was dumb. Stupid. Like, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I feel like this person, it's like a serpent's whisper. But this is adaptability. It's like listen, trust, cautiously. Okay, silver-tongued serpents, for their sweetest words, may carry venom. So, and for those that don't know, a constrictor's head is round, like oval, like oval, right? A constrictor snake, that's what their head looks like. But for a venomous snake, they have a diamond head like this. Okay, they call it a diamond head. So just know and beware, and watch where you step. And I'm working on a musk right now that is a repellent for those venomous snakes. I'm really excited about it, and as soon as I make funds for my other investments, I'll be able to go on with that investment. Will be really on the top of the line and essential. Yes, everybody's gonna want it. Anyways, this is great, and it will work by trusting yourself and relaxing. Quantum leap. Why is it in the reverse? I feel like this person that you quantum leaped with, like really you haven't talked to in a long time. Fortune favors the brave. So it's like, yeah, venturing into the new realms. This person could just be talked shit about because they're really famous and maybe the richest person ever, and like the risks are high, but the rewards are potentially great. And so I feel like this person has outweighed the pros and cons and felt like the outcome would be greater than its risk, and went with it, although didn't realize exactly, or maybe did realize and didn't realize, at the same time. But I feel this person is a bit better innovator, or a better inventor, observer, investor than they are on, like, I feel like this person can go on Shark Tank and be an investor better than in maybe politics. You know what I mean? It's kind of like racy to be in politics. Really, it's like, if you're in politics, it tells me you're kind of racist. Except for the governor, Gavin Newsom, and J.O. from Hesperia, 23rd District of California, Senate. So, and then we got, he ran for State Assembly, Steve Fox, love him. Unseen justice, look for Libra, fairness flows through the unseen now. All of karma is coming back. What you give back, and then this fairness play abound you and around you, align with the actions and integrity that you harness in every piece of power that comes across your way through this quantum leap. Quantum leap 2, being an entanglement, tells me that you are online relationship. And because that's how quantum leap is, like being two places at once. So that's the only way we can, is through video chat or through the camera, like that's quantum leaping in a way, being two places at once. Yeah. So basically, when it comes to quantum leap, we've already figured that out in the physics of with the internet. So vacation, this person needs a vacation, maybe haven't been on a vacation in a long time, and that's because of money waves. He's making a lot of money. Masculine energy could be feminine with masculine traits, a pause, a routine, an unveiling the past. It's like pitfalls, signs, pause, perception, proceeding, you know, and these money waves, they don't want to take vacation because they're so caught up in work. They're workaholics, this person. Avoid the lure of a quick gain. I feel like the waves of greed are perilous and deep, so it's don't get greedy. And it's not that money is greedy, it's the love of money that's greedy. So keep that in mind. You know, like I hate money because of that, but it's a resource that unfortunately we all need. You know, sadly. But these money waves, it's like, it's not about money, it's about family. And in the end of your life, you'll realize that. And I hope it doesn't take that for you to realize it. I hope you realize that family should always come first and then business. And that's just how it should be, no matter what. And veiled paths, oh my gosh. Veiled paths, choosing the path less traveled. I love that. That's crazy. Garden offers, choose bravery over safety. What was I telling you? Oh my gosh, bravery over safety. And that's what this is, money waves. That's why you don't take vacation. Okay? And it's like the unseen, it's like they don't see why you're so rich, but it's like they don't see the work you put in either. And I feel like, yeah, you're taking a flight. I feel like your ancestors are thinking of you, and they are me. This escape, you know, it's an empowerment thing of constraint, and you finding a new space, something that fosters personal growth, that will set yourself free. You can set yourself free through this glittering debut that soon will be center stage, capturing the crowd's heart, engaging passionately, avoid passivity. It's because you'll be yourself, and this goes under the foundation in a moment's time. Yes, I'm telling you, right here in your ancestors and this glittering debut, engaging passionately, yeah, you're going to have the crowd's heart. You're a rising star. If you're not a star, or if you're already a star, you're going to have the crowd's heart again. They're going to come back and remember you in a good way and want to see you again. This support, yeah, you've had support. It's like you seek the support during the difficulties and enhance productivity. So don't bear the burden alone. And I feel like you, as this glittering gave you maybe person that has won the heart, this star energy over here, I feel like you started a foundation that supports people that are burdened and feel alone, maybe even orphaned. That's what I feel, collective. And it stems from your roots to some level. This person isn't two-faced, no. So they are vulnerable, but they're wise. And they only show you part of what they want to show you. So it's like sometimes showing only part of, you know, ourselves to the world is not a good thing, but you're very private, and so am I. So I freaking get it, dude. I get it when it comes to this support and going up to the next level. So just relax, dude. You're going to be okay. Yeah. Awaken already. Why be in the matrix? Awaken already. Know the difference. This is like an embracing the insight, redefining your path. You know, like you could redefine your path by just changing your levers, like raining beginnings, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries energy of mastering your destiny, career, finances. You have power to dominate. You are, I feel now, feminine, and that has been going through an awakening. And someone who's tried to power play you, but you're not letting them, good for you, or manipulate you, or a situation behind the scenes guiding the courses of events. You need to stay calm. What if he goes and gets welfare and does all that stuff first? Then you're going to be screwed. Go and do that now while you can. Get WIC and everything else that you can. This covertly manipulating situation, it's like just stay calm. You have to stay calm. Yeah. You're just listen to your internal compass. Your guiding star is your intuition. And do not second guess it. I promise it's the first thing that came to mind. Okay, old truths bring new clarity. So definitely being a clarity, find a career in romance read. Okay, or where you're at in romance. Being uncertainty. I feel like you're not with anybody at the moment. But for someone, a divine feminine, a lover is going to come soon, probably within the next 6 weeks. But everybody here is, yeah. So remember, you're a star seed, an earth angel, bringing old truths into clarity, and then just have steered, you before. Like, instead of they win, you win. And it's like, trust your intuition. Don't let it fail you. You were steered the wrong way before by people that had no idea what the fuck they were talking about. And they won, but this time you're gonna win. Through clarity. Remember, save receipts for diapers, save receipts for everything, save receipts for, and go through your account so you could show it to whoever, and just be like, I don't know, save receipts. Like, you might have to take this guy to civil, but I guarantee you, if you go on welfare, they'll go after the father or the mother. It's whatever one that doesn't have the kids. So this is why most men try to get the kids. Okay, this power play. So let this be a wake-up call from the messenger of the unicorn. Okay, and Pegasus. By balancing your dreams and practicality, really, by your emotions to reality of ambitiousness and reality that temper expectations, this ex of yours expects to ruin your day. Don't let him do it. Don't let him know you're vulnerable. Because if you let him know you're vulnerable, he's just going to pick on you anymore, just to give you a little insight. Because that's what he does. He's a jackass like that. And I'm sorry. Handle with empathy and avoid hasty judgments. You get more with honey than you do vinegar. You really do, by gaining insight into someone else's hidden motives. I feel like his hidden motives is the fact that he's young and did not want to be a father. There's a difference between being a father and a dad, or, you know what I'm saying? So whatever explanation is a past action. Forgive and forget. Just learn and let it be a wake-up call. You know what I mean? Learn from it and just let it be a wake-up call. And free yourself by listening to your ancestors. Choose wisely. Be wise from your experiences with this guy. Okay? And that's the advice I have for you that day. A full moon. Happy full moon. Yes, yes. Thank you, serotonin. Oh, thank you, serotonin. You are scared of men? Is it because they were, like, violent with you, or just controlling, or what? Happy full moon. Hi. Or what? What was it doing? That's BS. That is BS right there. For real. For real, for real. That is like, what the fuck? No, no, no. You can't be having that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hi. Happy full moon, everybody. Happy full moon. So we have 3 awesome yes and no questions collective. You want to do those now? Are you ready for the yes and no questions? Yes. Through the cards. And then we have the pendulum, of course, read after. At the end of everything. Yes, yes. I feel like you're doing great. Don't give up, and don't feel down. You're not alone. And I've got 3 years of content on here. If you ever get lonely, don't be lonely. Know that you're not going through it alone. I've probably been through it before. So if you're lesson 44, then yeah, I've probably been through it. And I can help you on that with my experience on that. From my experience, and also I divinely channeled messages through this interconnection, yeah, of trusting my intuition, and we all have that. That's why I have you guys scry. But I feel like listening to your inner voice and helps you make better decisions and interactions. Experience lies in knowing your limits. So, wisdom, it's a continuous betting grows heavy, know when to fold and know when to hold. Basically, maybe like poker too. But don't let anybody get you down, collective. I don't have my altar lights on, I know. There's been a problem with one of the outlets or something, I don't know, but just remember that, collective, you are loved. And quantum leap, look, yeah, you did meet by some kind of wake up call about your dreams, balancing your dreams. This person's going to make your dreams come true. This is the messenger telling you, quantum leap, like you video chat or something. Fortune favors the brave. So you are very brave to do what you do, even though it might hurt. You still do the right thing, and I respect that with all my heart and soul. You are 1 in 8 billion. Not many people are like you at all. You are definitely on a Pico scale of people. Pico is like 1,000. Okay? I think Nano is 100, I believe. Anyways. I'm sorry, my head hurts right now. And I might have got that fact wrong. You might want to look it up. I don't want to lead you astray. So, yeah, be careful. Listen, but trust cautiously. Listen to your intuition. Don't listen to sweet words, because it's like the sheep coming in, the wolf coming in sheep's clothing. So what you're supposed to do right now is just relax. That's all you need to do is relax. Renew your essence. Maybe take a trip. Maybe take a drive, a getaway, an energy, and renew your spirit. That's what I feel. Poker face, what I say, you love poker, inside your tells, stay composed. Yes. I feel like you're dealing with the master of deception now. Like you like playing cards, but you're dealing with the master of deception. Control the table. Win the game. Mask emotions. Someone who master emotions. Excuse me, like the King of Swords. And sometimes the King of Cups. But he has a hard time doing it. So, excuse me, he isolates himself more than anything. Yes, collective. You guys have been with me for long. I hope I have a lot of views today. Something about a lover, you were saying? Okay, this could be Gemini. 4 swords needing rest, energy of the King of Swords, too. Lightly on being on a sweet path, but temptations are sweet. So, yet, the bitter awaits, the unwearing. Stay composed no matter what. See the bigger picture and know that your future carries a big fortune in many ways. With better health, better care, better people that support you, a team that supports you. I feel like your work family is going to almost become your family, because family is what you make of it. And yeah, that's how I feel, if it isn't like that already. unseen justice. Yeah, it's like God's vengeance. You might not live to see God's vengeance. Fairness flows through the unseen, so it's like your harvest and reaping what you sow. That's why you always treat others the way you want to be treated. That's why you treat that one man or woman the way you want your man or woman to be treated, the way you want your grandma to be treated, the way that you want the way that you want your auntie to be treated is the way you should be treating people. But someone has something to say to you. Okay, so this person wants to say this to you. I just picked this up to you. And they want to say this to you, but it's because they're being the wolf in sheep's clothing. So they want to say this to you, but don't believe it. This is the shit that I kept believing over and over again, that there was going to be change, and there never was. So I feel like whatever I pull out in a card of 3 or 4 is basically what they want to say, but they can't say it. Maybe that's how they feel, but they can't show it. But they're gonna meet. I don't think they feel that way. I'm getting more that they're just saying it because they need something from you. They don't want you to take their ass to the cleaners. You know what I mean? They have agenda behind these words that I'm about to tell you right now. So if you hear any of this from this person trying to hook back up with you, beware. That's a warning for you. Also, that he is a wolf in sheep's clothing with agenda behind, because you are so unhappy. Remember how unhappy you are. Your feelings count too. One of the things he wants to say is, I'm caught up in a karmic relationship. So he's cheating on you. He has several karmic relationships. I'm feeling at least 3. He wants to tell you, but he can't. You know, another thing is, don't feel like I deserve you. And that's why he's that's why he's a cheater. And what's a cheat? Always a cheat. Does a leopard change its spots? Does a jaguar change its rosettes or spots? No. Okay, so yes. Okay, he's cheating on you, so don't feel bad. He doesn't deserve you. Okay? And stop giving in to him because he's cheating on you. You could get a disease or something. It's like, it's not the size, it's how they work it. Honestly, as an older woman with experience. And this is what he's gonna say too. I want to apologize and I need your forgiveness, because he doesn't want you to take him to the cleaners because he knows he's wrong, and it's agenda and it's wrong and you shouldn't, and you need to do what's best for you and your kids, or your kids. You could even keep your baby. I mean, the state will help you where you could keep your baby. I regret what I did to you. Yeah, no, he regrets what he did because he knows that he's lost the best person, that ever gave a shit. So basically, he's caught up in karmic relationships. I feel 3, but 1 is really like crazy. He feels like he might tell you about one of them, but he's not going to tell you about all 3. Maybe he told you about 1 in the past. But also, I don't feel like I deserve you, or I want to apologize because I need your forgiveness, and I regret what I did to you. Of course he does. Of course he does, because nothing is in his favor right now, and he doesn't even realize. That's what he gets for thinking with his dick, and you don't need that no more. You're better than that, and I feel like if you don't stop this now, do you really want it to take your health, and not just that, your peace of mind? And you understand, you have kids, you go to welfare, right? Go to welfare, I'm telling you tomorrow. Go online, you can go online right now if you have a computer, to welfare. I mean, there's so many programs for pregnant women, for women, single dads, or whatever, there's a lot of programs. But yeah, this guy is a narcissist. He has BDE energy. Yeah, it's not, I can't do another day without. Yeah, don't believe this shit. This shit is a lie. Everything he's saying is a lie, and you're gonna notice. This is a warning to tell that I was right. Watch him say this shit, and this is confirmation that he's not the one, and there's someone better out than you. And you better stay away from him because he has the potential of doing crazy things. I feel like he controls, and I feel like you might get hurt. Maybe he'll try to disfigure you or something because you're so beautiful, and it's like not worth it. It's not, and it doesn't get better. It never does. So please, for the love of God and the universe and the divine, for yourself, stay away from this guy. Yeah, it's just, no. Yeah, intuition, discovery, yeah. You're an intuitive. Listen to your intuition, never lies, and don't second guess the first intuitive thought that comes into mind. Even though it's the ugly truth, don't be in a Two of Swords, okay, which is the King of Swords too, in the upright, which is looking away from what you know is the truth, and then discovery, it's like treasure within, follow your passion, Sagittarius. Sagittarius also a dreamer. I feel, also Aries of energy. And Leo, okay? And Leo is a high priestess, so you are of a high priestess. You deserve to be treated of royalty and of high priestess, okay? And the Queen of Wands of being an intuitive, and not only that, of a high priestess, the Chariot, but you are an intuitive. Okay, Leo, Cancer energy, and that's of the Sun. And I feel like if you're not careful, you can be too egotistical, or this person can, but you are definitely of a cognitive mind and are able to do these things that I'm telling you to do. If I had your number, I would give you all the information you need. There's so many people willing to help women that are in like toxic relationships with children. You know what I mean? And I just feel like you need to realize your worth, and you haven't even realized how worthy you are and how great of a person you are. And that's sad because you're so beautiful and you're such a great person. You're so full of loyalty and love and hope and peace. And look at this connection. Stay connected with others, nature of the universe. So definitely you're a high priestess, confirming you've been through this awakening and you're collaborating. Look, this awareness, you have this awareness, maintaining awareness, be present in every moment with your intuition. Like I said, don't second it. That's your first instinct. Don't, just go with it. Think for a minute before you say anything and go with your first intuition. Through collaboration and achieving greater goals, this is how you will get it done. Look, you're cleansing your mind and spirit and removing negative energy. Yes, and people that are not for you. What was I saying about pessimism? You know, you need to be around a support system that is around people that are for you, not against you, not resilient, the fact that you're growing in strengths and going through challenges soberly, you know, raising kids or whatever, and this person needs to collaborate with you, but instead of collaborating with you, they're doing their own thing. And I feel like they take more showers than 3. If they take 3 or more showers, it's because they are sleeping around. That's another giveaway. And not only that, I feel like this resilience and growing wants to stunt your growth, but it's because he wants to control you. And then Leo energy, Sagittarius, Aries, again, the strength card of Source. And resources and resilience. I mean, it's through your connections with the others in the universe, seriously. It's through your prayers and maintaining this awareness in every present moment. Seriously. You're an inspiration, not just to me, but many, and it's everywhere. Capture ideas. I feel like write them down. Write your ideas down. Log them in your computer. I feel like you're an inspiration and you're inspired. You're definitely a writer, a songwriter, an author. a poem writer. You're definitely a person that is of inspiration and creativity, in tune with your sacral chakra. I feel like you're beautiful. Don't think that having babies or anything made you not beautiful. If anything, it made you more beautiful. So don't think that you're not. Everybody's beautiful. And you know, when you meet the right guy, you know, that guy can actually help you look the way you want to look. But honestly, it's guys that are jealous and controlling, that don't want you and that want to disfigure you, like don't want you to feel that way, because they don't want you to feel like you deserve anybody else. They don't want you to feel like you can get someone else. They don't want you to be your best. They don't want you to feel your best. You know, and they want to control you. And so you need to remember that with this awareness and collaborating with. Don't give a fuck of what other people think. They could kiss your fucking ass, whether it's white, black, brown, yellow, orange, purple. Okay? These mother effers. They should be ashamed. Yeah, through friendship, cherish friendships. They are harbors of your soul. And it's when you find one friend, one honest person in collaboration, you never want to let them go. It says, consider yourself lucky if you have one honest friend like that. That's like family, and that you can really trust. And then not only that, but compared to the world, this was like, almost 20 years ago, it said if you had $15 in your pocket or something, that you were considered rich. I don't know. It could have gotten worse. But all I know is that if we don't do something, then nothing's going to be done. And then what will we do? As the intelligent species that we're supposedly, are we that intelligent? Look, the support intuitive, through your awakening, through meditation, through determination, through divinity. Miracles do happen, hun. What was I saying about you being creative? Okay? You are the universe's blessings and favor, opening your heart to receiving it, accepting it through your creativity, embracing the change, shapeshifter, adaptability of something, especially when it comes to be better, well, you know, with new possibilities. And remember, this next person is not going to be like everyone you dated. It is not going to be like your father. Maybe your father was a great man, but you just didn't see it like the way your mom saw it and would never tell you because that's your father. You know, right? You're an empath, embracing others' differences, accepting your own imperfections. So remember that when it comes to be compassionate, okay? And all these things I said about you. Look, discovery of treasure within, following your passion, which will bring you every moment of joy and happiness. And I feel like you're an inventor again. Through this growth, you're inventing, you're creating. Universal wisdom is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. I feel Universal Recording Studios actually has an offer for you, Rising Star, Superstar. Has an actual real offer. Blessings, and that can make you a blessing, and not just to you, but everybody around you. The universe, receiving and sharing. Blessings are gifts from the universe. You know what I'm saying? By having the courage that lies within you to even go on camera, take pictures, or do whatever you have to do that you don't like doing, whether it's cutting hair and touching people, you can always use gloves and just your home. So, overcoming anything. You can do that. You rise. Look, about your happiness. Uh-oh. I'm at 5%. But about your happiness, I was saying, of courage within you and having the power to overthink anything. I was going to say happiness. Happiness and peace. Your inner peace in moments of stillness. What was I saying? But embracing this change through creativity and grace, and then support, intuition, and you could start a channel. You've had the awakening itself through the meditation by prayer of your inner self, of self-love, enough to leave this asshole and be by yourself. Devote yourself to your kids or your child and yourself and your self-love, and you're determined to find something better, and you will, just in God's time. And, enjoy the time you have with yourself, because most of the time you're with cares, you're with kids, but miracles happen every time and everywhere. So keep the faith. Just keep the faith. That's what we end miracles. And I feel like the miracles are going to be happening, because I need freaking miracles too. Anyways, my phone percentage is literally down to 3%. And if I don't go now, it's going to come off. So I just want to say thank you so much for trending now. Edible straws, you can find them on Amazon. Doesn't mean that you have to eat them. It just means that they're biodegradable and eco-friendly. Thank you so much for helping me make a difference. There's a tutorial on this channel of floating straws. Shows you how to cut the plastic straws so they float and can be collected to the top. We're at 2%. And I just wanted to thank you again. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. Hit the all button so you never miss a post or anything like that. And remember, I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow with hopefully a daytime live and a nighttime live. But definitely a live tomorrow. I love you all. Sweet dreams and have a great day. That's the message.